Akala ng iba, trabaho nila maghanap ng mali. Pero sa totoo lang, sila ang tahimik na guardian ng quality and performance support. Today, we're diving deep sa world ng quality mula sa mata ng isang senior QA manager. My name is Posh, and today's episode, we're putting the spotlight on a role na madalas misunderstood. The quality. Let's all welcome our guest for today, a QA expert with over a decade of experience, naging agent, naging quality analyst, naging supervisor, and now handling multiple lines of business as a senior quality manager. Let's all welcome our favorite quality manager, Astrid, Camille, Laureta.
Thank you. Hi.
Madam.
Oh, madam. Madam naman.
Madam. Yes, madam. So before we dive into your role, can you tell us more about yourself and how did you get interested to becoming a quality?
Oh, yeah. So this one, being in the quality department is never planned. I started as an agent and moved my way up as a team leader. And then my path talaga is more on the operations. Up until I was inspired by my immediate manager back then. She's a VP who invited me to join this team that she was forming at that time. Wala kasing quality nun sa company namin kasi it's an in-house. So she invited me to join, and then there I started. And then I was inspired by the work that the quality team is really doing. Kasi coming from the ops POV, like the mga sinabi mo in the beginning, that was how I was also seeing the quality until I got myself into the shoes of the quality team. And then when I learned about the big impact that the quality team is actually doing inside the BPO, I really got interested. So I chose to stay. And that's where I built my career na as a senior quality manager now.
So you're from ops,
Yes.
and then you transitioned into
Yes.
becoming a quality analyst or quality expert.
Yes.
What the turning point? Or what made you really, sabi mo na, eto yung trigger, gusto ko na talaga dito sa quality?
When I saw the work that that we give to the operations team, like the inputs, like before you only know pumapasa, bumabagsak, and then ang mga actions are like, I don't know, parang madalian lang. Sometimes yung mga band-aid solutions kung tawagin natin, sometimes ganon. Not until you really get to understand, you really get to have access to all these information, how the agents are doing their calls. Kasi first line kami yung nakakakita talaga niyan. Paano nagko-calls yung agents or how do they, handle their customer issues. Then you get to learn really what's happening in the business. Why are we failing? We get to see that. Why are we passing? We also see that. So the importance is really there. And then we collaborate with the operations team and also the training team. So nakita ko importance na meron talagang ambag ang quality para maging successful ang isang account or isang business in the BPO.
Yeah, I agree. And because of quality, we continue to innovate
Yes.
our process, our guidelines, diba? And of course, our tools. So currently, you are a senior quality manager. Can you tell us more about your role beyond the scorecards, beyond the calibration?
Okay, yeah. So now I support quality managers. So quality managers report to me, and then quality supervisors, and then quality analysts. So the work, it's really more of maintaining the quality management process, the quality processes in the account if there's already one existing. If none, then we create quality processes with the help of the clients or with the help of the local operations so that we identify the things na they need to drive inside their account. And also with that, I support the entire team so that they have the tools that they need for them to function efficiently. I also get to listen to the inputs of my team so that I am like the bridge. So this is my team.
Yeah.
I make sure everything is managed within my team, and then I work with the operations team to get into to collaborate with them. Hey, this is what we found out. These are our recommendations, or these are what we found out and these are the things that we help from you guys. You need to do this or we need to propose this to the client because this and that. So I'm sort of the bridge between my team, the ops, and then also the client stakeholder. That's why masasabi ko medyo yung work natin ngayon, hindi man siya yung leg work because I'm no longer listening to calls or doing calibration sessions. Siguro lang iba yung level ngayon, iba lang din yung job description ko kasi I'm more responsible to make sure na nagko-connect yung dalawang departments na yon and we are aligned with the objectives or the goals of the account.
Now that you mentioned operations and you're the bridge between operations and quality, no? How do you balance? How do you balance the relationship or relationship between trends, targets, and of course people?
Actually, personally, I see it. Siguro I just grew. I grew with a role na lang. In the beginning, mahirap kasi galing ka ng ops eh.
True.
Meron kang biases na, ay, mahirap to, kawawa yung ganda, kawawa yung ops, ganyan. So you have that kind of tendency to be more lenient kasi naiisip mo, mahirap naman talaga siya. But as I grew in my role, I found out na I have to balance it by just knowing that it is my function, it is my job to raise concerns, to also provide solutions, and then to just approach it professionally. That's why, and you don't get to be professional just by being professional. You also have to build relationships.
Correct.
So I built relationships with my co-managers or directors, with the stakeholders. And I think, personally, that's one of my strengths kasi I really get to connect with them so that when there's something that I would report to them like, yung agent mo, hindi na naman na ganito, o yung coach mo, yung TL mo, ganito, ganyan. It's kind of easier to talk about those things as opposed to wala kayong whatsoever relationship. Tapos bigla mo silang ngangaragyan ng mga issues.
Sisingilin mo sila ng
Oo,
kung
parang,
ano-ano.
i-DA mo yan. Ay, wala. Magkakaroon kayo ng gulo. So
True.
somehow, as a leader, you have to build that kind of relationship with your partners para smooth yung working dynamics ninyo. And then, you're on to better solutions talaga na hindi kayo nag-aaway. And if ever, I'm not saying that this is a perfect world, nagkakaroon ng tension. Normal siguro yun na they ask us so many things. Tapos kami naman, pag na-deliver namin, hindi naman nila gagamitin. Nangyayari din yan. Magbibigay kami ng insights or inputs, hindi naman nila gagamitin. So kami din, parang, so what are we doing this for? But at the end of the day, kailangan lang talaga mag-usap. So as me, that's my role. Kasi if my people are doing all the things that they could, yung their best para makapag-produce ng magandang audits, ng calibrations na maayos, and then I don't get to communicate that over to the ops, bali, wala lahat yung work nila. So for me, I get to level head myself na trabaho mo yan, you don't have to take it personally para matulungan mo din talaga yung team mo.
Yeah. So relationship built
Yes.
between operations and your team is really important. What's the biggest misconception about your team and how are you dealing with that?
Number one, na-mention mo na siya kanina eh. And siguro nasabi to lagi, namumulis. Have you ever heard of that term? Namumulis kayo. Lahat na lang, hinahanap nyo. And there was one time, nag-a-apply sa akin as QA yung isang agent. Gusto niya na maging QA. Talagang sinabi niya sa akin na akala daw niya paramihan kami ng errors na mahuhuli. Nagulat ako sa
Parang puro mali na lang yung titingnan.
No, that's so clearly, that's a misconception. Hindi kami nagpapadamihan ng mahuhuling errors. Kasi there was one time, another event or another instance, akala nila may prize kami, may reward kami that may quota for pinakamaraming makukuhang errors tapos may incentive. I think yun yung mga craziest misconceptions about us. And that's why it's really good to talk about this kasi we break that kind of stigma na sinasabi nila namumulis kami, which is really not true.
Yeah. And for everybody, no, I think that's the biggest misconception talaga. But I see quality as additional support.
Yes,
Really.
we are.
Reinforcers, di ba? Parang ganun nga. Kasi we grow and we need to grow as individual, as professionals, and as a business. Kung walang mga ganitong quality measures or wala tayong quality people who's supporting us, then we might fail.
Exactly.
Right.
Kasi para, like what you said, we are support and somehow we're like third party, no? So outside of ops, hindi kami nagko-call, hindi kami coach or TL or OM. We get to have this stand na, okay, this is what's right and this is what's not right, this is what's wrong. So you have to make it right. Kasi for example, meron talagang instances na yung sila mismo yung ops, they do quality, they monitor their own agents' calls. And this is just real talk, ha? You cannot avoid biases kasi you may score in favor of your agent kasi agent mo yan. That's why kailangan talaga ng third party people na, okay, wala kaming connection sa inyo, we'll just have to audit this as is. Kasi naman really to help you improve.
Yeah. And then, speaking of culture, nasabi mo na rin kanina, you don't coach agents or quality don't coach agents. We just provide feedback.
Yes.
Diba? Sa team leader, and then hayaan natin yung team leader mag-coach. And let's talk about culture. How do you influence a quality-driven culture, lalo na sa mga teams nyo na maliit or malaki?
Mm-hmm. So how do we influence quality-driven culture? I make sure that my people walk the talk.
Okay.
It's very important. That's why we have high standards when hiring quality analysts. Kasi I don't think that the agents or even the whole operations team would believe us, would trust us if, for one, hindi kami mismo yung capable to do the job. So number one, to make it quality-driven, we make sure that we walk the talk, meaning marunong talaga yung QAs namin. They have their phone time pa rin. Akala nila lahat makaka-escape na sila sa calls kasi mag-audit sila. No, they still have to do phone calls. Or phone time, very short naman yun. Phone time just so they still know what's happening on the floor. And then, if for example, just because we're humans, we make errors sometimes.
True.
Although sana wag, kasi quality dapat di ka magkakamali. But
Perfect.
if we do make errors, we accommodate it. Yun nga yung mga dispute process. We accommodate it. Okay, we know that probably there was a mistake, a human error, and then we just correct it. Para din sila, they know that somehow they may be wrong, pero they can learn from it. Kaya all of us will just have to, understand that that's how, quality should work. And then, yun na lang din. Siguro, ako, as me naman, as a manager, you just really have to, minsan, talk about data. Ito na medyo literal na to. Kasi you cannot just talk on concepts. Hindi pwede. Dapat you have to really talk about, you know this because it was driven by a data that you got from the account, from the audit. So, para din, I'm all talking about confidence Para merong confidence sa'yo yung partners mo to work with you.
And then, let's go back lang dun sa misconception na pagpupulis, ganyan. I'm pretty sure there are quality analysts na rin na medyo nawala ng gana. Right? Because feeling nila sila yung kalaban or maybe nabigyan sila ng feedback. How did you turn that around for them?
Ay, naramdaman mo yung lalim ko.
Diba? Marami kasi talaga tayo ganyan. Kahit naman sumika or, diba? Especially if you're not really directly coaching agent.
Yeah.
Diba? Tapos papasok ka sa eksena.
Yeah, that's true. We don't coach agents, but we coach our people. Yung QAs namin, QS, and even the QMs, kino-coach pa rin natin yan. So we go back to the basics. Halimbawa, QA, they feel demotivated, they feel like walang silbi yung ginagawa nila, and then they hear this noise pa na namumulis sila. We get to talk to them again and remind them the reasons that you applied here, and then ano yung gusto mo. And then we are transparent. Actually, we're transparent kasi we make them see the results. Kasi ang nangyayari, and what I've learned in the past is that after they audit, wala na silang alam sa nangyari sa audits nila. But this time, really, we report back to them. Oh, guys, these are the results of your audits. These are the trends. These are the recommendations we've got from what you've done, blah, blah, blah. And even inputs nila. Hinihingi namin sila, guys, anong dapat nating solution dito? Ito yung nakikita natin, blah, blah, blah. So, really, kina-counter namin yan, kina-counter yun ng team ko yan with more involvement. you have to make them feel that there's really importance sa ginagawa nila para mag-die down yung noise na yan na nawawalan sila ng gana. And
Para
then,
maramdaman nila yung value.
yes.
Di ba?
Kasi hindi lang yung mere taga-audit, yung taga-call listen lang. Kasi feeling ko bababa din yung nila, yung tingin nila sa sarili nila. Feeling nila parang lang sila, mga yes man lang sila. But here, more involvement gets more interest from the team. And I saw that it really worked. Plus engagement. Hindi mo sila pwedeng laging pakinigin ng call. Dapat from time to time may engagement activities kayo like a team lunch, ganyan, or even in our own cluster, we have our regular engagement activities monthly, quarterly, so that hindi sila yung sobrang puro lang kinig. There's something that's happening pa outside of the, call listening.
Yeah. So I think you touched on growth already and then yung collaboration, ganyan. Speaking of growth, how do you prepare your QAs to become future leaders?
Yeah. That's very good kasi we offer yung yung continuous learning sa mga QAs namin. So hindi lang siya basta matatapos diyan. We make sure that there are opportunities for them to enroll on specific courses that are relevant for them to be better at their work. And once they have it, they get to be more interested. And then we see them step up When you see the potential of that person, you hone it na. Kunin mo na siya. Like, okay, masama man, sasabihin nila, yun yung curse ng magaling, dumadaming trabaho.
Nadadagdagan
yung trabaho. But in reality kasi, sa mga nanonood din, it's not like that, naman nadadagdagan lang basta yung trabaho mo. It's because your leaders are preparing you for the next role. Kaya ka binibigyan ng extra work. And the extra work is really testing how you will manage, syempre, managing multiple works. Dati, isa lang yung work mo, makikinig ka lang. Now, you have to attend meetings, you have to create some reports, and then you have to show how parang willing ka talaga to level up your game. Yun. Hindi siya yung basta lang bibigyan ka ng ibang work. So that's how I prepare my people. And then when we identify them, we focus on them. We talk about career na hindi lang ako yung nakakaalam. I talk to that person. Oh, this is what my observations with you, blah, blah, blah. Are you interested in this and that? If you are, then this is our plan for the full 1 year, blah, blah, blah. Ganun natin siya, mine-maintain din para hindi rin ma-waste yung talent. Baka biglang lumabas yan, umalis yan kasi akala niya wala siyang future. That's why, talking to them is very, very important.
Yeah. I think what you mentioned is essential, no? If you are seeing a potential on your QA or agent, for example, you really have to discuss yung nakikita mong plan for growth and then set the expectation na, sige, bibigyan kita ng additional task, ganyan, to stress test. Parang gano'n,
yes.
Diba? To stress test. Para tingnan natin kung hanggang saan yung kaya mo and then kung saan ako papasok para tulungan.
Yes, that's true.
So that's good. That's really good. And for all the leaders who's watching today, dapat may ganun talaga kayo Para nakikita nyo kung kaya ba? Kaya ba nung tao ko yung mga roles na susunod.
What I wanna emphasize there is that it's just one thing that you know that this person has potential. But if the person is not really interested, wag nating pilitin. Kasi I've seen a lot of applications for promotion that pag tinanong mo, bakit mo gustong mag-QA? Kasi po, sabi po ng TL ko, sabi ko, okay, ikaw gusto mo ba?
Gusto mo ba? Yes.
Ikaw gusto mo ba? Pwede naman po. Ay, naloka na ako. Pwede naman. Kaya, yung mga ganun, yung mga leaders, make sure na gusto din naman ng tao. Kasi, at the end of the day, baka hindi fit yung gusto niya sa buhay dito sa papasukin niyang role. Kasi baka magulat siya, ay, nakikinig lang ako ng calls, nabobore ako, magkukwit na. So, yun yung tinitingnan talaga natin.
Yeah. Speaking of growth, meron ka bang, or kwento mo naman, is there a quality analyst or report mo, direct report mo na you are so proud because maybe sabihin na natin na that person have exceeded a goal in the LOB or in the program or something else na super proud?
Marami talaga.
Wow.
Because we celebrate wins of our people eh. So on a QA level, so sila yung mga nakikinig talaga ng call. I'm really proud when I see them step up, really asking what to do next or what happened. Like, you see the proactiveness and the initiative of the person to really pitch in and, do more. Doon ako napaproud. Nag-evolve. Dati nag-apply ka, tapos nag-onboard ka, nakikinig ka ng calls. Ngayon, nagtatanong ka na ng what's next. Na parang, I'm really proud. Sabi ko, tapos sila yung magsasabi na, boss, gusto ko nung pasali naman ako dun sa ganung course. Boss, sali mo naman ako sa ganun. Those are the things that really make me proud. And then on the manager level, since sila yung direct reports, nagde-direct reports sa akin, yung mga quality managers, I'm really, really proud when they're professional. Kasi when you're on a manager level, things and discussions get a little trickier because puro na kayo managers.
True.
Yung ibang conversation, puro na to managers, minsan may alam na sila and may gusto silang way to do things. And you cannot just tell them what to do kasi adults yan, hindi naman bata yan.
Tsaka iba na yung level ng thinking, diba? Kasi
may kanya-kanya ng, hindi naman ego, pero kasi may naputunayan na yan even before meeting you. So alam niya sa sarili niya yung capacity niya. So I'm really proud when my managers take this constructive feedback and then apply them in their work. Kasi syempre minsan mapapagalitan mo, pero manager na yan eh. Pero minsan kasi kailangan lang gawin yon because meron talagang opportunity, merong mali. That's why I'm really proud when they take it in and then, okay, yes, sige, no problem. Go lang. So, okay. Minsan kasi magugulat ka kasi magkakaedad lang kayo, di ba? So, it's really, I'm really proud kasi feeling ko naman, nare-recognize nila yung ako. I'm here not to, police you. I'm here not to call you out. I'm here to guide you. So, on my part, when you acknowledge that, napaproud ako kasi, okay, you need me. You need me din pala. As much as you're already really capable of what you're doing, at the end of the day, merong ibang POV that would matter, that would, really make you perform even better.
Yeah. And then, on the flip side naman, do you have a quality who failed? And I think I'm more interested to know, what did you learn? What did you learn from it?
In terms of marami, so quality that failed, pwede din naman yun mga metrics. Meron naman yun. Meron talaga yan, mangyayari na may hindi kami nami-meet. It's difficult because there are things na within your control and then there are things that out of your control. Dun sa things that are within our control, yun yung mas frustrating kasi it's controllable na nga pero hindi pa namin ma-fix. Now, we just have to openly communicate it within my team. If it has to go through consequence management in my team, then it will be done. Pero kung offside naman siya, like I said earlier, on the bridge, I have to talk to this person. Okay, we're not meeting, for example, CSAT. We've been failing CSAT and these are the reasons why. These are the controllables. Ito yung hindi pa rin nagagawa. So it kind of frustrates me still kasi at the end of the day, may input pa rin kami doon and hindi siya nag-work. And then mag-snowball na yung effect nun kasi hindi pumapasa. So that's ang kailangan ma-pick doon or natutunan ko doon sa scenario na yon is that you have to act fast.
Sure.
You have to act fast. You're from ops. It's a very fast-paced environment.
At saka maraming nagbabago.
Exactly.
So, dapat makapag-adapt ka ng
Pag
mabilis.
hindi ka mabilis, pag hindi mo na-pick up na dapat pala itong baguhin or hindi mo nakita kasi, I don't know, petics ba yung audit? Hindi nyo ginagalingan? Or yung ops, hindi pala binabasa yung mga audits namin? So, one thing or another, may hindi nangyayaring maayos. And then, once you see it, you have to act fast.
True.
Hindi pwedeng turuan, hindi pwedeng hintayan. So, yun yung pag nakita kong mali, yun as a leader, okay, I-initiate na, I raise the conversation. Hey, I saw this. Let's talk about this, blah, blah, blah. Yan ang natutunan ko doon para mas mabilis na siyang ma-address and then you don't end up, failing for 3-4 months, ganyan.
Yeah. And kailangan talaga you act fast and then you adapt, really.
Yes.
No? Kasi that might trigger a loss of confidence from clients and then they will pull out the...
Yun ang bread and butter natin.
Diba?
Ang
So,
kliyente.
dapat tayo yun eh.
Oo.
Tayo yun. Kaya kailangan, hindi naman sinasabing magpabibo, ganyan, pero we also have to protect the
Yes.
jobs and also the client's interest.
Yes, that's true.
So, let's talk real talk.
Okay.
no?
Go.
Let's talk AI. Oh my God. So
Ito na.
AI, threat ba siya sa quality role today? Hinga muna
Okay. Well, ito na yung real talk because that conversation has been lingering for quite some time na in the BPO world. And I'm not the one to not know it kasi kami yata yung parang direct hit ng ganyan.
Oo.
Why? Kasi, and to answer your question, yes, I'll be very honest. It is a threat and it will become an even more stressful threat if we do not address it. Threat siya because technology is too fast, they're too efficient, and of course, humans cannot compete with machines. Hindi, yung 100 audits namin, sa kanila 1,000 audits for the same duration of time. And you cannot compete with that. So, what do we do is that we provide what tools cannot or what AI cannot. And it's still hindi perfect ang AI ngayon ha. Hindi siya perfect na parang once you get the results, that's accurate. We're still learning. We're still learning how to partner with these AI technology. And in the process, we still need human intervention. There's a lot of technologies that somehow we still don't understand how they work. They just give us the results. So we come in as validators. I mean, we're still not out of the picture. Kasi at the end of the day, you have to monitor. Is this tool really supplying us the outputs that we actually are looking for? Kasi it really is an opportunity. So that's where we come in. And then others, for example, hindi pa rin yan mababasa ng AI. Like checking for how the sales pitch is accurate and efficient.
True.
Kasi isang buong KB yan.
True.
Na-follow ba yan? Yung mga fraud incidents, yung mga ganyan. Hindi pa naman hindi talaga. So yes, AI makes our lives easier, so much easier, especially in the BPO world. But yes, it is a threat kung hindi kami magki-keep up. Kung hindi kami sasabay sa flow, kasi it's there, aminin na natin, AI is there and it will not go away. We have to adapt. We have to adapt with the technology and make the human intervention, the human connection be more visible. And that's where the quality team really comes in.
So you're saying in the next 5 years, kailangan lang mag-adapt ng mabilis ang quality team. And then, I'd say, we can collaborate pa naman with AI, di ba? Kasi kung ang AI naka-program, tayo may puso.
I like diba? That. Oh,
so,
true.
We can collaborate pa rin naman. And who knows, di ba, yung collaboration na yun will still result to other innovations in the future, right?
Yes.
Speaking of innovations, kung meron kang gustong or kung may chance kang baguhin ang quality, the way we look at quality in the Philippines today, ano yung gusto mong baguhin?
Well, this one is one way na to that we get to talk about the work of the quality team because we're always the kaaway, the kalaban in the ops. But now I hope that more people get to understand and remove, we get to remove the stigma na that we're here para ang alisin ng incentives nila. We're here to make their lives miserable. No, that's not the case. Yun ang gusto kong mabago, that we are seen as allies of the agents, of operations. And also, siguro lang more importance of the work. That's my second thing, no? More importance being given to quality because I've seen this way too much that quality is acknowledged as important guide for them to have good calls, for them to have happy customers. But when you see it in their actual scorecards, it does not translate kasi wala sila sa KPI. Hindi kasama yung quality sa major KPIs in some of the accounts. So, in reality, paano mo ipupush yung mga agents to have, straight A calls, do this and that, if they know that whatever they do, even if they mess up, walang impact, walang consequences sa kanila. So, that's where we still talk about it, with the operations team. How do we go around that? Kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng basta ipasok siya as KPI. So we just go around it. For example, do we make it as a qualifier for a specific incentive or for a specific promotion, whatever? Ganun na lang namin siya tinitingnan. At least at the end of the day, they still recognize na important talaga yung quality and this is not just another checklist.
Yeah. So, do you have a message for... Kasi quality is part of the career path, diba? Career growth. Do you have a message for all the expert or agents who would like to try out to become, quality experts?
Yeah, I think my message is get yourselves informed about the different roles. Parang mamingwit ka. Tingnan mo, ano ba yung maganda talaga? Is it training? Try mo, kausapin mo yung coach mo, yung TL mo. QA ba? Or ops path ba? TL ba? Kasi, nangyayari, if you really want to be a QA, lalabas at lalabas yan sa mga interviews mo kapag mag-a-apply ka. So, if you want to apply as a QA, you make sure that you understand really what we're doing. So, this is beyond call listening lang. This is beyond escaping taking calls kasi gusto mo nang magpahinga, gusto mo pumetics. No, it's not like that. There are expectations sa quality. Siguro lang different kind of expectations kasi hindi ka na agent, you are now a leader. Yun yung transition that most people are not ready to face. Pag agent ka, scorecard mo lang ng pakailan mo. Calls mo lang, pakailan mo.
Buhay mo lang,
yes.
Parang ganun.
Pag nag-QA ka, no. Buong program to kasi all of you guys have to hit a certain quota of audits. You guys have to provide some level of insights. And that's beyond you. That's not just yourself. So, yun ang message ko. If mag-QA kayo, prepare kayo na hindi na lang sarili mo yung iniisip mo. Hindi na siya ganon. Hindi mo na sariling scorecard. O scorecard na to ng program ang tinitingnan nyo. That's why it's transition that they have to be, ready for.
Yeah. All right. Very insightful episode. Thank you so much, Miss Astrid.
Thank you.
We really appreciate your time in this conversation. Marami akong natutunan about quality and hopefully mabago yung misconception with our quality team. Again, quality team is our ally, is our additional support so we can grow and continue to innovate in our jobs. Again, thank you.
Thank you, Dad.
If you like this video, please share, subscribe, and follow us in all of our social media accounts. And till next episode, bye.